Okay, well, welcome. I'm super excited that you are here. This is one video out of 5 that goes over this workbook. Okay, if you've not downloaded your workbook, I have put together a mini course for you on how to map out your customer journey. Okay, why is that important? Because the lie that has been told to you is that people will simply scroll through social media and purchase. 3 to 7% will, but most people need a little bit more from you before they're going to make that decision, okay? The other lie that has been spread like wildfire is that, oh, just simply do an ad. Do an ad on Facebook, do an ad on Instagram, and people will purchase. Again, it's a lie. Will some people purchase? Yes. Okay, again, it's that 3 to 7%. But what all these ad experts are not telling you is that it typically costs you the price of that item. So if you have earrings and they're $10 for that pair of earrings, it's typically going to cost you $10 to get that customer. Okay. There's a journey that your customer goes on. Okay. And you guys, in this course and in the workbook, you're going to walk through that. You're going to map all that out. You're going to have some daily tasks at the end to be able to know what to do. Okay. But the first part of this is asking the question of why am I doing this? Okay. I want you to put in the comments if you've started your business and you've ever had a day where you're just like, I'm done. I'm done. I quit. Put it in the comments. Every one of us as business owners have those days. Okay. If you're only after the money, that's awesome. Okay. Like we need money from our business. But if that's the only thing driving you, it may not be the thing that's going to sustain you. Okay. So I want you in your workbook. Okay. The first step is just to remember your why. So when those days come that they're hard, that you have it down, okay? And I've asked the question, what impact do I want my business to have? What is that impact? I was talking with a client the other day that she's in our mentoring program, and we asked her, like, why do you do what you do? She does freezer meals for the crock pot. Like she has a blog that's, she makes income with that. But part of their main business is this amazing membership. And I asked Carrie, I said, why do you do what you do? And you guys, I mean, she could have literally told me, like, because duh, I make X amount and they make, a good amount per month on a lower ticket item to her people. And that's not the answer she gave me. Her answer was, because when I get that email or I get that message in the Facebook group, or I get that message on the page of someone who saved a ton of money because that crock pot meal was done, or they're walking through hard times, maybe they got some medical issues going on or whatever, and literally because they've done the freezer meals, it's all done, it's all prepared, it's all ready, and just the relief that comes over that woman. She goes, that lights me up. Not once did she say, because we make over $10,000 a month just with this one product. Not once. And that's who I serve. I serve business owners who you want to make a bigger impact. So what is that why? And then I want you to put on the second one, I love to help people because. What is it? Why do you love? Are you like Carrie and you get that message or you get that email? What do people say that lights you up? And I'm going to give you a bonus little tip, okay? When you get those, screenshot those. Make you a file on your desktop or take your phone, screenshot it, make a folder, okay, or put it in your pictures. And those days that it's hard, those days that you're like, somebody's complained in Messenger, somebody's had an opinion that you didn't even ask for, or you've had some complaints, or just life in general, you're just tired. I want you to pull those out. And I want you to read through those. And I want you to remember that you're making an impact on somebody. We live in this world now where everybody has an opinion on stuff that they have no knowledge of. That doesn't even matter. And we talk about this in our mentoring. I talk about this in my coaching because there are ways to help you be able to not make that a factor that just brings you down. Okay, because sometimes we have to put boundaries in place. Okay, so we talk some about that in my coaching program. It's really a mentoring program. It's just a fun place where we hang out and I tell you what's happening and what's going on that's doing well, etc. That's not what we're here for today. So, and then I want you to answer the final question. If I couldn't help someone, if you couldn't help them, okay, what would it feel like? If you, in that day when it's hard, said, I give up and you walk away from it all, and you didn't help one more person, how would you feel? I don't believe that everybody's called to be entrepreneurs. But if you've been called to be an entrepreneur, it is your heartbeat. It is who you are, deep, the deepest part of your soul. And so if that's you, how does it feel if you can't do it? Look, you have a calling. You have a place and you have people to serve. And I know you've been posting and I know you've been doing all the things that you've learned in all of these courses. And you're like, I'm not seeing success. Maybe some, but maybe you want to see some more. Look, it just takes a strategic plan that you can do 30 minutes a day. Okay. It's nurturing them. It's having a conversation with them. It's giving them value. And 90% of that is going to occur off of social media. So are you ready? But I want you to put your why. Because that why will push you on days that you really want to give up. So what's your why? Okay. If you haven't downloaded the workbook, it's in the description. Okay. For those who just are coming across this in the next video, and you'll get that in your email. We're going to talk about how do I help people? How do you help them? Okay. And we're going to dive into features, benefits, all this stuff. Okay. Because so many times we're putting features and not the benefits. Okay. And we're going to dive into that. So anyway, look for that in your email. Okay. And it's actually in your course. You can move on to the next section. Okay. So anyway, I hope you'll do that. Just remember too, if you ever have questions, if you want me to look over your business and just strategically plan that out. I do that. Okay. So if you want that, it's in your course. Okay. That information's there. So anyway, I hope you'll do that. Because I'd love to work with you with that. Okay. So off to the next video. We'll see you in the next one.